So we're putting the waterproof layer, 1 to 2 millimeter first layer, and then he's gonna put in a 1 centimeter layer on top, and only then do you actually put in the tiles. You can see the entire garden is completely flat, simply because we managed to actually get rid of most of the dirt by essentially leveling the garden, making it much nicer than it initially was. All right, so we've basically put the paste to waterproof the whole pool. There's about 1.2 centimeter. So what Taras has done is like have it like so flat so that when actually gonna put the tile on, is gonna be really easy. And you can see kind of gaps here. That's essentially because what we're doing is we're putting essentially metal bars so that we can really get it super flat. It's looking great. Actually, the weather is really nice. So we're at the start of March. If you remember, we kind of started this project in December. It's going quite well. And yeah, you know, Taras is basically showing how, look at how nice this is. And really what it means is that we're gonna have to use a lot less glue when we're putting the tiles. So different school of thoughts. We hate plumber's tape in general. It always gets torn, doesn't work, etc. So we are putting some of that good old string, basically plumber string. Okay, so now we are at the skimmer, skimmer, I don't know how to say it. So yeah, you just basically screw it in after you've done the thing I showed you. So you do it manually. It's wet outside, so we decide to take a bit of a break in terms of putting the waterproof paste on the wall. We have the pipes that are all actually coming out here. As you remember, I put them in the basically drainage pipe so that I can actually get them out. We've started pouring a bit of the concrete. But really, I think what's exciting is that we've put the electricity, at least starting to do it. So I had a few of those spare ones that I decided to put here. Essentially, we are gonna be connecting the pump. I mean, there's a brief little drawing of how it works. So electricity going to the pump, to the lights, and then we're actually gonna add the well, the pump in the decompression well. I'll just have a switch there so I can turn it on to unwind it. We are basically into it, getting a few bits of piping here and there. A bit of a mess. All right, so what do we got here? It's actually quite exciting because we are putting all the filtering system in place. We've got the filter here where we'll be putting sand or glass beads. We got the pump here. And here we have every single one of the inlets into the pool. We use the vacuum cleaner actually in each one of them to know where they actually come out in the swimming pool, because we kind of forgot where everything went. But yeah, vacuum cleaner works really well. So we've put all those stops to go with that. We've got the filtration system, we've got the electricity going on here. So a lot really of things going on. Actually have advanced quite a bit on the swimming pool. It doesn't look like it, but we've been using essentially this waterproof membrane. You basically use it like paint. If you remember, there was a waterproof paste on the walls. I don't trust it, so I decided to put also the waterproof membrane on the wall. Normally they just do it on the bottom. We have here all the electrical bits coming in, so we're gonna have to put it in a box to then connect. We've got the pipes actually going all the way to the technical corner. Right here, we've actually cut out the decompression chamber. We've put in some metal, poured in some concretes around it as well, and we're gonna have like a trap that's gonna basically open up and down. And then you have over there the stairs. So the stairs are actually, I thought of not putting any, then I realized, well, you know what, probably a good idea for older people, etc. You can see the metal, and here I'm buying just regular concrete. I mean, it's 20-25 resistance. It's not the best, but it will do the trick. Mix it with a bit of cement to make it slightly stronger. All right, it's been quite some time, simply because there's nothing really technical that we're doing. except for putting a few tiles here and there, which is why it took me a long time to take a video. So as you can see, the tiles are looking absolutely phenomenal. It's this ballet blue, it's an absolute beauty. So here we got Taras kind of finishing the last row here. So you get the glue underneath it. Then we bought these things on Amazon. Very, very helpful system. If you look at what we did here with the skimmer, every skimmer will actually come in with something you have to screw in or whatever. Couldn't be bothered with that, so instead we did something a lot nicer and just covered the skimmer with the tiles, which makes it a lot nicer. We did that also with the light as well, and the light will just go and snap right into it. So you have this as well. Again, this you just screw it in, so that's fine. Put a bit of silicone. We got the stairs here that we're gonna have to tile, and that's really it. Man, how long has it been since I haven't actually taped anything here? So right now we are toward the end really, so I'm just gonna show you guys around the swimming pool. Again, I haven't really taped much because it's only tiling we've been doing. You can probably check tiling videos for yourself if you want to. Angle here, beautiful, right? We're gonna sand this down a bit so it's not too sharp. The staircase, okay, same thing, angles will be basically sanded a bit. You have the side of the pool, so I take an imitation limestone, simply because I've got limestone in the veranda. What you see is here, those were regular tiles, and what happened is they use a machine to essentially sand this down. It's 2 centimeters, and most people said that you should be using 2 centimeters. So again, we got the engine for the pool, the curtain right here, and right behind me I've got this boards to tile. You have to use dual component to actually glue the tile to this. Don't just use regular tiling glue for obvious reasons. I've got Taras right now trying to figure out the electricity for this thing right now. Essentially, there's all sorts of cables. It looks extremely complicated, but we're getting there. And now you have what we've started to do. One of the steel beam to actually support the tiling, well, sort of beach type of area. If you remember, I had essentially built one of those in here, but this goes right bang on it, so we're gonna have to adapt. Again, there was this company called AFP Pool Design, which is a POS company, so I'm not gonna use them. Instead, I found another supplier called Camarol. They were really nice, and unfortunately what I didn't do is essentially sorting out what to do for their own design, and now I'm just having to readapt, including the electrical part that we're gonna need to redo because all cables were coming all the way down. Anyway, it's a lot more work than I thought, but we'll get there. All right, let's get a bit of water coming in. We are filling up the pool today before putting in the curtains for the pool. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit of time, but we'll get back in there. All right, so we got the water filling up. Now we are doing all the connection. Right here, you're gonna have the pH stuff. Yeah, and so we're gonna cut part of this just to make it a bit easier. And so connecting everything, to be honest, I'm not really gonna make a video of that because the Barrel website has a decent explanation, but essentially you have all the resistance, etc., that are going to connect to this so that you can test the water and tell you basically what you need to do. All right, so we're putting the water in, the filtration in. We've got no idea what we're doing, so we've got a full pool of water. This thing we decided to put a bit of water in there because it just did not pool. We've got the pump here, trying to figure out what to do here with this thing. But yeah, we are pretty confident. Water's in the pool, just have to figure out how to have all the water essentially go through the whole system. This, we've got it on filter so that it actually goes through this water filter. I've got a bunch of glass in there. The pump doesn't have enough water at the moment, so that's basically what we're trying to figure out. All right, the girls are in. Taras, the master of everything, the wife, me. We're about to go into this very, very cold pool because there's no pompe à chaleur. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3! Yay! Woohoo!